Welcome back to Natal Bee Reefing. This is a update a week since the last one. Just letting you guys know everything's still doing okay. What I had to do was, just because I was so sick and tired of having the little quarantine tank in the other room and having to constantly top it up and fill up the ATO and all the rest of it, I just got super lazy about the whole thing. So I dipped all the corals, gave them a good scrub, and then put the ones that I was going to keep in this tank here. So I'll just give you a quick run through of where everything is and how it's settling in. I've got one delivery coming from Galleria Aquatica on Wednesday, and it's a really nice long polyp leather that's going to go in that space there. Well, it'll grow into that space. It's going to end up just being stuck at the bottom there. But for now, let's do that quick walkthrough. We always like to start, well, I always like to start here on this side. We've got our soft corals. I'd say the majority of this tank is soft coral, but again, I haven't actually gone through and counted to figure it out. But there we've got that bad boy. The torch. The torch really benefits from getting fed every day. Like, there's no doubt. Some people would say they feed their corals once a week, or they target feed their LPS. Maybe it's because they chuck in lots of food in all the time, but I'm not doing that. I'm just chucking some food straight into this thing, and it's doing really well. Nice and big, nice and happy, very puffy, very gold. Happy with that. Then we've got the Leptastria rock, which is finally the John Deere Leptastria, which is, I think it's that one in there, and I think it's back there on that one, if I can get the focus right. No, I can't, but it's one of those ones back there. They're starting to show their green color, but otherwise they are very happy. They're doing well. They're encrusting quite quick. You can see there they're looking nice and fluffy, and they're actively eating stuff too, which is quite cool. We've got the Sinularia, which has got a little bit of algae stuck to it somewhere in there, but that's because it's blowing around in the water. I've given up on trying to get all the algae out the tank. I couldn't be bothered anymore. I scrape off the huge bits, but I just leave the rest of it, the rest of it just doing its thing. I figure algae exists in the world, so I'm not going to fight with it. What else have we got going on? The little clam, which is a Croakia clam, I found out, is happy over there. Angled it a little slightly different to how it was. Now you'll see that there's no light reflex to it, and everyone will say if the clam has no light reflex, it's a bad thing. But I just think it's used to these fish swimming over it. I don't think it has any issue with them anymore, because if I stick my hand over the top, it will definitely close. So I think it's just kind of used to what's going on here now. And being aquacultured, I don't think that it's ever actually had anything try and kill it, so it has nothing to be afraid of. Maybe being a bit silly with that, but I don't know. It's never had a shark or a big animal try and eat it, so I don't think it knows it's supposed to be afraid. All right, then we've got the bigger Maxima clam next to it, which is very, very happy. Always it has been, always will be. And I'm very excited to say we've got yet another ring or rim trying to grow through. You can just see it there. Another lip growing on the mantle, not the mantle, I always call it the mantle, the shell. Okay, then we've got everything that's growing on this magnetic frag rock, which is the orange and yellow chalice in the front here, and the red goni, the bright yellow goni. Then there was this wild goni that actually came as what we would call a hitchhiker on one of the soft corals that I got, and it's hitchhiked its way into a prime position in the tank, and it's doing really well and growing really fast. There was a large chunk of bubble algae on that piece that and when the tank is like this and the stuff is small and easy to move around, I saw the bubble algae, I lifted it out, I picked the bubble algae off, I put it back inside, no problem. So I must say that I'm quite happy. This is actually sort of working as a kind of quarantine tank, because it's easy to get in and do stuff. There we've got our bright green GSP. The back there, we've got the Pavona cactus that I had to frag up and put into another little piece. Right at the back is the rooster's comb. Then we've got the bird's nest, a red Montipora cap, horn coral, I think that's what that's called. a horn coral. Above the horn coral is the photosynthetic Garni. And then up here, at the back there, you can see that beautiful blue Cespitularia. You can't pick up the glitter on it though, which is a bit upsetting. Or maybe you can just see it, but it's basically a glitter Cespitularia, if that even makes sense. There's the other piece of the bird's nest coral, the birds of paradise one. And then that one is the island red devil, which is starting to shoot out vertical corallites. There you can just see them starting to come up there, which is pretty cool. I think maybe in a month or two, it's going to look a lot different to that. But I mean, just look at the polyp extension. I'm so stoked with this piece. Like, it's been through everything, every single crash, every single dinoflagellates, the leaking of heavy metals, everything. This thing survived, man. So Sustainable Reefs Island Red Devil in my tank has been bulletproof. I'm pretty happy with that. Yep, so that's it. Oh, and then back here somewhere it fell down, just in the middle there is the Kenya tree. I can never get that thing to stay. No matter where I put it, it falls over, it does stupid things. So I've given up. It can go where it wants, over it. And then, yep, that's what the tank is looking like. Still running on the canister filter, and yeah, it's doing well. So once the long polyp, the long polyp leather arrives, I'll do another video to show you, but this is it. Thanks for watching.